So I'm going to go ahead and restart, and then we'll actually do the countdown. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. So this is Clustertruck. If you haven't seen this game before, the general idea is you're jumping on trucks, obviously, to get to the end of the level, like at the gold tape. What I'm doing here is I'm using a mix of abilities that I have unlocked. I'm using Levitate and Portable Truck. Levitate I'm going to be using mostly just to like float a little bit in the air, micromanage my position, and also do a little bit of, or some movement exploits that I can talk about a little later. The Portable Truck is a safety net that I have. I can throw the Portable Truck underneath myself and use it as an extra jump, which I'm going to be doing on this level here. Just like that. Oh, or I'm going to try it and then die. That's okay, though. Doing this little jump can be very tricky because you have to line it up, or line up the Portable Truck in a very precise way. So some of the other movement exploits we can do is, if I can latch myself onto the side of a truck like that, I can abuse the momentum that we get by staying on the side and actually fling myself through the air. And I'm going to be using that quite a bit to launch over like large gaps and general safety stuff too. So this first event that we've gotten voted for is Fat Trucks. You can probably tell what it is just by the name, but it's going to make all the trucks really fat and really slow, which actually makes this level kind of a pain sometimes. This level is infamous for being very RNG heavy in the speedrun, but we are good. Didn't actually screw me over too much. So we're almost at the end of the desert world here. And we're good, we're moving on to forest. So each level has, or each new world increases the difficulty of the run a little more, and I'm gonna be doing harder and harder tricks as we go through. On both of these two beginning levels, I'm doing what we call a truck boost, which is where I latch onto the side and fling myself through the air. It's actually really, really precise and hard to do. Oops, got a little unlucky with the fat trucks there. But as long as I can continue to get these truck boosts reliably, I probably won't be having too many issues. Okay, so talk about the actual movement a little more. One thing I've been doing a lot of, oh my god, actually these trucks are causing problems. Still good though. You'll notice that I'm tapping Levitate right before I land on any of these trucks. This is softening how hard I actually land, and by landing slightly lighter, I can preserve my speed a little better. And then also, I haven't actually talked about it yet either, but I'm looking at a slight angle. This is a thing that we call vector strafing. By holding by running at a diagonal angle, you just move faster. And then I'm also exploiting a mechanic called late jumping, which every single time I do a late jump off of one of these trucks, I'm getting a slight additional speed boost by kind of touching the side of it. Because I'm kind of touching the side of the truck, the game is trying to give me speed to kind of keep me safe and make the game a little easier, but we can exploit the speed that the game gives us to actually just speed through the levels way faster than intended. So like in this level here, you can see there's rocks falling, but I can just get to the front of the trucks way before the rocks are ever an issue by doing these late jumps. So now here's the first level where we have something called a portable truck boost. This is the other use for a portable truck. I didn't get a super good one there, but you can kind of see what's going on. By throwing a portable truck capsule at a wall... Oh, that was bad. All right, try again. There we go, that's a better one. By throwing a portable truck at a wall, you can get it to bounce back into you in such a way that it actually just launches you across the sky. And this event is not great. So inverted is going to invert my mouse controls. So now if I look right, I'm going to be looking left, so on and so forth. A lot of the stuff in this game is very muscle memory reliant, especially portable truck boosts. Those boosts are very, very, very precise. So it's going to make things pretty difficult. You might notice that I'm going to be like looking the wrong way for a little bit at the start of a level or something because I'm not used to it, but... Oh. I'm still alive. Ah, not quite. Okay. Yeah, playing with some of these Twitch events is an experience. Jeez.
I mean, you brought it up.
I'm not the one that brought it up, actually.
You're not?
Someone else brought it up, and I was asked if I wanted to do it, and I'm like, you know what? Sure.
Well, you agreed.
I did agree. Okay, so in this level, you can kind of see how big some of these goal hitboxes are. I didn't really talk about it before, but we can exploit how big the goal hitboxes are in a lot of levels and be able to complete them easier or faster. That last level I did, I was able to touch a small pixel of the goal hitbox that's sticking outside of the gap. That is actually, or that was actually a really, really hard skip that I hit first try, so that's really good. That was not going to work. I could have tried to throw a portable truck underneath myself, but I was already too low, so it would have been a lost cause. All right, now we're doing another portable truck boost on this level. Got it first try this time, I think, hopefully. I think I can tab levitate to the end. Yep. So we're coming up at the end of winter. This level can be pretty hard, but generally, this is one of the few levels where the truck RNG is pretty much the same every time you play it, which is good. But now we have an instance, or really an entire world where RNG can screw you completely. Every single one of these lasers that's flying through the sky is... Okay. Hello. Hello, anonymous message. But anyways, every single one of those lasers was RNG, so dodging them can be quite difficult. But...
By the way, just to let you know, that's not that much of an anonymous message. It's actually from Landfall Games, the developers of the game.
Yep, everyone say hi to Landfall. I have a feeling they might be messing with things a little bit here, a little more than Twitch chat can. So this level is completely an auto-scroller, except for the very last gate, which I could have done a skip for. I'm still gonna try it. Okay, I got it just before the event went through, so we're good. But now that we've got bouncy trucks, I can do some movement exploits to bounce way higher off these trucks than usual. Or do that. But, just like bouncy truck sounds, it makes it so that I'm gonna bounce every single time I touch a truck, which would normally be an issue, but we can actually use... Ooh. If we can... For my favorite color, if we can, how about a nice light blue? That'd be good. That's, okay, this is a really high jump. This does not normally happen. That's gonna make this level a little easier. Yeah, like I was saying, if you can do the same or the same mechanic I was using for truck boosting, like to get the launches there, and you do that with bouncy trucks, you get launched super high. Here I'm going to be trying to do a portable truck boost, but this one is kind of difficult with bouncy trucks, but this level is a long auto-scroller, so it saves a good bit of time to do. And I believe I got it. I think I can make it close to the end at least. Just barely jump over that. Now we're on the last level of laser. I'm going to try and do a truck boost here. Didn't get a super good one, but I might be able to save it. Nah. This truck boost I'm doing is mostly to avoid the RNG that is all these trucks exploding, but I'll just jump on them this time. Made it through. And we'll be moving on to Medieval. Medieval is a pretty fun world to run for me because it has all these obstacles that can cause quite a bit of chaos, but it also has the opportunity for a lot of fun skips. So these first two are pretty easy. By doing the late jump mechanic and levitating on these trucks, I can pretty much just get through the level before the cycles for any of the obstacles actually trigger. But hey, now we got some blue trucks. Thanks, Landfall. Yeah, as we start going through these levels more and more, it gets more and more chaotic, and I have to do some crazier movement to actually get to the end without dying. So here I'm going to be doing a truck boost and attempting to launch myself just pretty much all the way to the end, which I did. And here, this level is basically an auto-scroller with how these flamethrowers work. So once again, I'm going to be boosting over them and levitating. And now I'm going to try and do a really tricky truck boost. There we go. That was nice to get over that wall early. Ooh. I'm going to be honest, there's not really many. Oh, I just noticed we got double grab. That's going to make things very difficult. Might make this level... Okay, it did not make this level impossible. There's certain levels that double grab can actually just make impossible. You will not be able to complete them. Oh, we lost the blue trucks. I'm sad. Oh, well. But especially Medieval, it makes these levels harder, for sure. Because it makes all of my like truck boosts that I attempt to do like way less effective. Which means I have to deal with the actual obstacles I'm attempting to avoid a lot more often. But I can play it just a little bit safe and still make it to the end. So now this is going to be hard, but I'm going to try and do a portable truck boost with double grab, which I believe I did. I'm going to have to bounce off of this bounce pad. I didn't quite make it. The way that momentum works in this game, it's pretty hard to control yourself and land at a precise point, but we've lost double grab now, so I should be able to make it by just jumping off this truck. And we made it. So this, I'm going to do a portable truck boost here, and this one is really precise, but I got it. This is going to send me right to the end and skip an otherwise very long level. A lot of these ancient levels are really long whenever you play them casually, but by doing a couple speedrun exploits like truck boosting and portable truck boosting, you can get to them, or you can finish them much quicker than you otherwise would be able to, and it actually becomes the shortest world in the run, whereas otherwise it would be one of the longer ones. And I can see where all the votes are going to now. That event is a huge pain. It makes it so that I'm going to just be constantly holding forward, holding jump, and using my ability constantly, which basically means that I don't have levitate. And I'm going to be playing pretty much a no ability run for a little bit. But a no ability run where I don't have control or complete control over my movement. So if that actually goes through, it's going to be interesting. Right, so here's another example of just huge skips. By using levitate, we can just fly around the outside and not actually have to deal with anything. Here, I'm going to try and make it to the goal tape. This can be a little tricky because the hitbox is kind of absurd for that platform, but we're good. So there is one last level after this. This is a level that they actually tried to patch the skip for, the devs, many times, but they weren't very successful. This is the whole we can jump through. But now we're moving on to sci-fi, and my mouse is going to be inverted, so this is going to be fun. Sci-fi is the hardest world, in my opinion, for the speedrun. A lot of these levels, some of the levels are still really easy, but it has the hardest tricks overall in one world. There's a lot of really precise portable truck boosts and truck boosts and movement stuff that you have to do. And I mean, it's hard. There's not much else to say other than that. So I'm going to attempt to do a skip here with inverted, and I don't think it's going to work out well, but we're going to try anyways. It's really tough to like completely reverse my muscle memory. And actually, it's not even completely reversed. It's the way that it actually works is that my up-down mouse movement is not inverted, only my left-right is, which actually makes doing these tricks like portable truck boosts and portable truck jumps a lot harder. Because if I just had to reverse my muscle memory, it would be pretty easy, but because only one of the directions is reversed, it's much harder. So yeah, I just avoided doing the skip for this level because that was just not going to happen. But inverted is gone. I can play the game normally again. This level I could have attempted a portable truck boost on, but it only saves time if you get it absolutely perfectly. So it's much safer for me to just do some good movement along those trucks and hope I don't get hit by a rocket. Which, by the way, these rockets will instantly kill me if I touch them, and they're also completely random where they fall. So I have to be watching where the rockets are midair constantly to make sure that I'm not running straight into one. Because it's never the same pattern. Ooh, if we get laser trucks, that's actually pretty fun. It's a very hard event, but a very fun event. And you'll see why if it actually gets voted. So here's another somewhat tough portable truck boost. I'm going to be hopefully launching myself all the way to the end of the level, skipping quite a huge chunk of it. I didn't get the most speed that I could have, but I have enough speed to make it. But I'm going to be just floating through here, hitting this gold tape. And we got it. this level's pretty easy, honestly. I'm just gonna be using basically just by strafing. I died on one of the easiest levels in sci-fi. Wow. But I'm just going to be using vector strafing to gain more speed than I should, so I can just go all the way around the actual hard part of this level, which is those trucks. And just fall straight to the goal over here. Oh, we did not get laser trucks, unfortunately. It's going to be Earthquake, which is still a pretty interesting event. It won't make too big of a difference on this level, but in future levels, Earthquake can be quite a hassle. It's literally triggering an earthquake. It's gonna make all of these trucks shake violently on the ground, and my screen shake violently. But for this level, since I'm doing so much flying through the air, it doesn't affect me too much, but once we get into the next level, it is going to be a pain, and it might make the last level in sci-fi legitimately impossible, so we'll find out. So this level, I would normally be doing a portable truck boost for, but because of the way that the trucks behave in an earthquake, I can't actually do it. So instead, I'm going to try and improvise a couple strats. Not quite. I was not even as close to the ground as I thought. Actually, you know, I'm going to try the portable truck boost with earthquake. Oh, not quite. Saved it, though. So... Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh boy.
I have no idea what this is. Oh, there we go. Got the portable truck boost. All right. Earthquake is over. Moving on to the end. I'm going to try and do a thing called truck fall skip. This is a truck waterfall, and there's vans blowing to prevent you from going past it. But I'm going to try and just get myself stuck on one of the trucks so that the fan stops blowing me, and then just use that to run past. But it's not working out super well right now. This is very, very, very tricky. All right, I'm not going to attempt it anymore. I'll just ride it out. So gold tape does eventually fall. I'll be able to jump right into it, and we'll be moving on to Steampunk, or as I like to call it, the portable truck boost world. Every single level in this game, or in this world, except for... That was not very fast. Every single level in this world, except for one, has a portable truck boost that is faster to do. I'm not going to be attempting all of them. Oh, it's two, actually. Never mind. But I'm not going to be attempting all of them because some of them I think are way less worth it than others. But you're going to be seeing a lot of just me launching myself across the map, essentially. I could do one at the start of this level here, but because of that giant blimp, it's way, way more difficult to actually get the right angle you need. So instead, I'm going to do it about halfway through the level and just launch myself over this last part. Going to be doing another portable truck boost. Didn't quite get the speed I want, but you're going to see something pretty interesting, which is how far the gold tape extends below the level. Makes things a little easier for me. I'm going to do it again because I didn't get as much speed as I would have liked. And now we've got laser trucks. So this might actually make portable truck boosting a little more difficult, especially in this next level. That's what laser trucks does. And I'm actually not even going to do it because this portable truck boost doesn't save that much time, but I'm going to have to dodge around every single one of these lasers on the back of these trucks. And while they're going up hills and like randomly crashing into each other and stuff, it can be very tough, especially right here. All right, I'm going to have to do a portable truck jump. Oop, didn't quite make it. Oh yeah, my portable truck also has a laser on it, just to add insult to injury. I didn't quite make it there, unfortunately, but laser trucks is a hard event. It can make a lot of levels really fun, even though they're hard, just because it's a much different way to play compared to normal. There we go, wedged myself right through the lasers. Hopefully one doesn't just randomly strike me midair. If it doesn't, then I'll be good. All right. Here is another level that is very difficult with laser trucks. This is the other world where I'm not going to be doing a portable truck boost. Instead, I am going to be doing just a little portable truck jump. I'm going to place the portable truck underneath myself on top of this cannon, and it'll give me just the right amount of speed I need to be able to go all the way to the end. And we're good. This level I could do a portable truck boost on, but I think it's literally the same speed, maybe half a second faster than doing this. So unless you get it first try, it's not really worth going for. This is the hardest portable truck boost in the run, though. It is very precise, but we got it first try, or second try, I guess. This one skips this entire long level, which saves about 35 seconds, I want to say. So it's always worth it to go for, even though it's really hard. But now we're moving on to Hell. Hell is, as you would guess, the hardest level, casually at least, in this run, and the most RNG heavy in the speedrun. In Hell, they reintroduce hills, like very bumpy hills, and these bumpy hills happen to really mess with the random AI and physics of these trucks and make it so that I have to be like constantly on my toes because nothing's ever going to be the same twice. There's like only a very, very few things that I can constantly rely on whenever I'm playing these levels. This map needs more light. Oh boy. Ooh, the trucks are glowing white now. Unfortunately. Oh, okay. Okay, now it's really hard to see. This level is already really hard because it's one of the most random, but made it through first try. All right, now we got bouncy trucks again. So I'm going to be able to do some interesting skips. I missed the portable truck boost there, partially because I couldn't see, but I tried for it anyways. Okay, that's a launch. Haven't seen that before, but doesn't make this level too much faster, but a little more interesting at least. So with these light trucks, I believe the light trucks that Landfall gave me, the further away I am from them, the more I can actually see. So by bouncing into the air like this, it's actually incredibly helpful because it makes it so I can see what's going on in this level. All right. So we're still going to have to deal with bouncy trucks, which means I'm going to be going slightly slower than I would like through this section. That's unfortunate. With bouncy trucks, since we can't do the usual movement exploits with late jumping and stuff like we would usually do, it makes me move a little bit slower, which is a pain with levels with cycles like this, with these like rolling rush logos. That's what they are. Definitely not Satan symbols. It's the rush logo for sure. But making it through pretty good so far, except there. But this is the last normal level in the run. After this, I'm going to be fighting the boss, or the final boss in the game, which is a giant truck demon. But before I do that, I will be swapping my main ability real quick, because Levitate is not as fast as a different ability I can use. I'm going to just jump to the end here. Then I'm going to go and actually get the grappling hook. And that's because by using the grappling hook, we can, instead of riding all the way around in circles, just use the grappling hook to skip right up onto the boss. And then I'm going to use my portable truck to throw onto the button. Oh, that was dumb. But I'm going to use my portable truck to throw onto the button that's on top of the boss's head. Normally there would be 2 cycles to this boss fight. But by throwing a truck onto there, I can actually get the truck to press the button twice at once and time. And it'll instantly kill the boss in 1 cycle. So that's Clustertruck.
Well, thank you, ConnorAce, for this run, which was so much entertaining. Big shout outs to Landfall Games, who took over the stream and made your life more enjoyable, let's say, during the run.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely big shout out to them. We actually only contacted them like 40 minutes before the run started, so the fact that they were able to join in and help out was really cool.
Yeah, and basically big shout outs to Midnight Vesper, who was like, hey guys, did you know the dev could do this and that? And we're like, yeah, sure. So DD here contacted them, got on their Discord on a Sunday. I was like, yeah, you know, guys, we know it's last second, but is there anything we can do? And they just jumped right on it and made this whole show something special. So thank you very much to Landfall Games. And to everyone watching, keep donating. At $1,700, we will have the SOS run by Shokushu. We're really close, just a little bit over $50 away from that. And if we make it to 2,000, like I said, I'm going to be running Axe and Verge, which I haven't touched since this summer. So this should be interesting, to say the least. But right now, we're going to go to a quick transition and do a little setup, and we'll be right back.